Brittany Patterson, speech 1315, persuasive speech. Absolute high came from the instant the child undid the snap to his pants. I felt as if electricity were pouring through my body. I enjoyed making him stand there, but the rest of the act, actually pulling his pants down, was not near as exciting as when he made the first move, indicating he would do whatever I wanted. This statement was made by a convicted sex offender who molested over 1,000 boys by becoming their best friend. Some of you may already have children, and others planning to have children in the future. I was in 6th grade when I learned that the assistant principal of my school had been molesting 2 boys in his own office. To better your knowledge about these sex offenders, you need to know what is actually considered child molestation, the background and profile of a sex offender, how they do it, and what is being done to track and successfully register these criminals. Some of you may be asking yourself, what is considered child molestation? Another term that can be used is child sexual abuse, which is a form of child abuse in which a child is abused for sexual gratification of an adult or older adolescent. In addition to direct sexual contact, child sexual abuse also occurs when an adult indecently exposes their genitalia to a child, asks or pressures a child to engage in sexual activities, or displays pornography to a child, or uses a child to produce child pornography. According to West's Encyclopedia of American Law, Edition 2, it is illegal for any adult to touch any portion of the child's body with a lewd and vicious intent. Usually, consent is not a matter of consideration and is not available in defense to a charge of child molestation. Now the question is, what kind of people would do this? The sexually abused sexual abuser hypothesis states that there is a specific relationship between sexual abuse history and sexual offending, such that individuals who experience sexual abuse are significantly more likely to later engage in sexual offenses. Therefore, a sample of adult sex offenders should contain a disproportionate number of individuals who have experienced sexual abuse, but not necessarily other types of abuse, compared with samples of other types of offenses. How do these offenders find their victims? A lot of today's offenders are using websites such as MySpace and Facebook to lure their victims in. According to Jenna Worthman of the New York Times on February 4, 2009, MySpace provided 2 state attorney generals the names of over 90,000 registered sex offenders it had banned from its website in response to a subpoena. Now that you have the knowledge of these people and how they go about committing these crimes, let's take a look at what we can do to make sure these people are being convicted and registered. As a parent, you can take the initiative to talking to your children about strangers and how to react in a situation when they feel uncomfortable. They need to know where the line is being drawn between friendly and sexual in a way for them to understand, and this is up to you, the parent's consent. Another way to get involved is supporting new advances in tracking these sexual offenders. According to the San Diego Business Journal on March 16, 2009, researchers from Utica College Center for Identity Management and Information Protection won a $670,000 grant in September from the U.S. Justice Department to study sex offenders, who often use false addresses or false identities to avoid identification. Now that you have the knowledge of who these criminals are, how they manipulate these children, and what exactly is being done to put these sex offenders to shame, it is up to us to come together as a community to support these new advances and to make sure these offenders are being successfully tracked and registered. We can do so by writing letters of support or signing petitions. When's the last time you looked up the sex offenders in your neighborhood? Or have you?